My name is Lacey Marie Basil, and this is my story. I was born as James Lyle, September 2nd, 1947. I have lived the past 6 years as my true self, a 75-year young transgender woman. I am the happiest I've been in my entire life. If you remember nothing else from this short testimony, remember that being trans is not a choice. It's biological. We are born this way. I was born with the brain of a girl and the body of a boy. Now that was the cursed part. The blessing part was that Lacey inside of me for all those years made me a better person, more loving, more compassionate, a man with a feminine sweetness, not effeminate. It made me a better teacher, principal, and more importantly, a dad. My kids are in my life. Nick is 27, a Purdue engineering grad, and a United States Army Ranger. Hillary is 23, going to be 24, a Wayne State grad working in marketing and advertising. I loved and still love being their dad, now and forever. I've been married 3 times. I tried so hard to make it work. I hoped that this me would go away, but she never did. I knew in 1952, when I was 5 years old, that I was female. It was a much different time then. Still not easy today, not accepting deviant classification. No work for many, many rejections, many misgenderings. So I hid her deep in a vault in my soul for all those years. I became a teacher, a professional singer, and a high school principal. I was suicidal twice, and I had a nervous breakdown trying to accept myself. I was filled with fear, with guilt, and shame. But I persevered. I could see God in others, but never in me. On July 18th, 2016, I was teetering on the brink, either live or die. I chose life. I felt God pulling me back from the abyss, and I didn't want to give that guilt to my kids. I also wanted to know what I was like as Lacey. As my true self, I discovered that I like me. I even love me. I see my female soul in my mind's eye. I'm totally comfortable in my own skin. My soul is no longer quivering. I feel God close most days. I'm active in my church. It's rare for a trans woman to come out at my age. I've been through a year of intense therapy, followed by support groups for another year. I've had 6 surgeries to feminize me more. I'm going through a personal resurrection. Lacey is a gift that God has given me. I know love. I now know that I love who I am. My mind, my body, and soul are now one. I grieve the lost years, but I know that God has a plan for me. Still the teacher, making it better for the next generation, touching hearts, opening minds, building bridges of great understanding. I realize that not everyone gets me, and that's okay. They just don't know us yet. We don't lurk in bathrooms, and we don't recruit. One can't catch being trans. We're not contagious. We're not drag queens. It's at the soul level. Much, much deeper. Like anyone, we just want to love and to be loved and live our lives joyfully. On this rather compelling and difficult journey to become my true self, I discovered God's Spirit. I never felt that before. I always wanted that peace. When I became my true and authentic self, God became real. I saw God in others, but not in me. I now feel God fueling my dreams, empowering me to live my life with purpose and with joy. There are others like me, trans men and women hiding in the shadows, searching for God, for self-love, and for community. The suicide rate in my community is staggering and tragic. For trans men, it's up over 46%. For trans women, it's 42%. Together, it's 45%. I say to those who judge my trans brothers and sisters, don't be afraid of us. We're authentic, we've struggled, we're real, and we need your love, and you need ours. I know God loves us, loves me. God loves us unconditionally, especially the disenfranchised, the discarded, and the downtrodden. I love my Lacey life. I'm a living miracle. I want to share my story with others, my faith journey. I want to be an advocate and a faith pioneer. I'm so loved, and now I love myself deep down. That's an amazing feeling after so much rejection, confusion, and painful dysphoria. I am finally home. I hope to speak until my last breath at universities, at churches, businesses, in high schools, to tell my story and those of my trans brothers and sisters who are gone too soon. I am their voice. I stand on their shoulders. My wonderful new life continues to unfold with numerous blessings and new adventures. I would be honored to share my journey with you and your group. I wish you nothing but love, light, and many blessings.